Guys, it's time to start trying to fix my golf swing. I've gotten down to Scratch Golf 0.0 handicap before, even with the flaws in my golf swing, but the inconsistency has gotten to where it is just too much, and I'm gonna break it down and we're gonna figure out exactly what's wrong and how I need to fix it, and maybe this can help you out too. So I'm out here on the range. As you can see, I've got a line where my head is starting. I've got a line where my backside's starting, and then I've got my plane line right down the shaft of my golf club. So my biggest problem has always been somewhat of an early extension slash just kind of falling away from the golf ball through impact. So let's run it through real quick. I'm gonna do one pretty much full speed, and then I'll break it down, slow it down, and show you what it exactly looks like. So there's full speed. Let's back it up. Now let's slow it down and take a look. So first things first, the first thing I see is as we start to, before I've even started taking the club back, you can see I've already started to move this way. My backside is through that line. My head is pulling away from that line. So I'm already falling away from the golf ball, which is not good. As we continue, bring the club back on a pretty good line here. Not too bad at the top. I am coming a little bit over the top. I should be a little bit higher hands here. These hands should be a little more this way, which would then allow me to drop the hands down as I come through the downswing. But instead, as I come through the downswing, you can see I come up and then they actually do drop a little bit over the top of that line, you can see here. And then as I'm coming through, you can see, look at my head and my backside pulling away from the golf ball, which is gonna cause me to hit a lot of shots thin, and it's gonna cause me to hit a lot of shots off the toe of the golf club, which is by far my biggest miss, especially with the driver. So continuing down, again, not in a bad spot here club-wise, but you can see this arm is just slightly bent here, right there. That should be my impact position, but because I am so far away from the golf ball, because I've fallen back, I mean, if you see this, I've fallen back, that's probably a good 4 to 6 inches away this way from the golf ball. My backside is just barely through the line, but that's also because I'm having to stand up a little bit as I come through the golf ball, again, because I'm trying to reach the golf ball. You'll see as I get through impact here, I have to straighten my arms. My arms are straight at impact, which my left arm should be straight. My right arm should be slightly bent at impact, but because I'm so far away from the golf ball, this right arm has to be straight in order to even get down to the golf ball and make contact. Another thing I notice here is my hip is kind of pointed that way. My hip needs to be driving more towards the target and not away from the target. Again, that's going to cause me to have some toe issues, have some toe strikes, catch it thin. When I slow this down, I'm surprised I even make contact with the golf ball sometimes because of how far I pull away from the ball. And I'm not sure where it started. I didn't always do this, but I've got to fix it. As far as follow through, it's pretty good follow through, nice and balanced. But I mean, look at that. My head starts on the line, and at impact, we'll say impact's right in there. I am easily 4 to 6 inches. My head and upper body are 4 to 6 inches away from the golf ball than they were at address. And that's an issue, and I'm gonna correct it. So drop a like on the video, share this with a buddy. I'd appreciate your support. I'm gonna be posting some tips and drills to help with this problem, and I'm gonna show you the results of me trying to go through and fix this issue.